Welcome to the showroom. Feast your eyes on this beast. From this angle, you can really appreciate its scale. This truck is massive. The lift kit really makes it stand out, and the chrome details are so sleek.
Spending time looking into the heavy-duty segment lately, what stood out to me about the GMC Sierra Denali 6500 expected for 2027 is how unapologetically it leans into its role. This isn't pretending to be a lifestyle truck with a work ethic. It's a commercial-grade machine that just happens to wear a tailored suit. The 6500 badge places it in serious territory. We're talking Class 6 capability, the kind of truck you buy when a 2500 or even a 3500 feels like it's still trying too hard. Early projections and carryover architecture suggest a reinforced chassis and a diesel powertrain likely evolving from the proven Duramax lineage, with outputs in the region of 350 to 450 horsepower and massive torque reserves designed less for speed and more for relentless pulling power. That aligns with what the Sierra HD platform already demonstrates, towing ratings reaching up to 36,000 pounds in current heavy-duty trims. In other words, the 6500 isn't chasing numbers for bragging rights. It's engineered for sustained load and uptime. Cars2WD.com, GMC.com. What I appreciate is how the Denali treatment doesn't dilute the truck's purpose. If anything, it sharpens it. Recent redesign directions for the Sierra range show a focus on noise reduction and ride refinement through improved materials and structural tuning. That matters more in a truck like this than in a half-ton luxury pickup. When you're doing 500-mile hauls with equipment behind you, fatigue becomes the real enemy. And a quieter, more composed cab directly impacts productivity. Inside the hood, the strong point here is obvious: capability without sacrificing daily livability. A truck this large usually demands compromise. Historically, medium-duty pickups felt like tools first and vehicles second, loud, stiff, and unapologetically crude. The Denali 6500 seems positioned to blur that line. With digital cockpit upgrades expected across the 2027 Sierra lineup and GM's newer software architecture making its way into cabins, this is shaping up to be less like driving a commercial rig and more like operating a mobile command center. Dow Motors. Still, the weak point is just as clear, and it's philosophical. Trucks at this scale always risk identity confusion. The Denali badge brings leather, chrome, and technology, but the 6500 platform remains fundamentally industrial. That creates an interesting tension. You're sitting in massaging seats while driving something designed to carry vocational bodies or tow machinery. For some buyers, that duality is the appeal. For others, it may feel excessive, luxury layered onto something that will spend most of its life under load, dust, or fleet branding. One unexpected detail is how efficiency is being approached. You wouldn't normally associate a truck this size with optimization, but engineering trends, including better weight distribution through mixed material construction, suggest even heavy-duty platforms are being tuned for smoother performance and reduced vibration. That's less about fuel savings and more about operational stability. A truck that feels composed at highway speeds while loaded is easier to trust, and easier to live with. Inside the hood, market-wise, the Denali 6500 sits in a niche that's quietly growing. There's a segment of buyers who don't want a fleet-spec work truck but also don't want to step into a full commercial cab over. They want something that can tow a serious trailer, mount specialized equipment, or serve as a business backbone, without giving up comfort or image. And that's WHE.